It's Minecraft. Hello there. How are you today? How are you today? It is Minecraft again. It is time for more mining and more crafting, and hopefully more crafting than mining. Last time, that's throat stuff right there. Stuff in my throat, aka grape juice. Grape juice and soda, because when you combine like a grape juice and ginger ale, then it makes like grape soda, kinda. But anyway, last time we did stuff, and today we're doing more stuff. Probably around the house, fixing it up, making it look all pretty, with all this deep stone, this deep slate stone, this stone from the deep slate. I just figured out, or rather found out, that this really good Minecraft song, Minecraft music, it's not a song, it's music, because there's no lyrics to it, but this really good Minecraft music just only appears in creative mode. It's called Aria Math. Aria Math. Look it up. I might play it one day. But look it up. It's only in creative mode. And I'm like, man, why? Why would you make creative mode only music? How silly of them. And then you make good music for creative mode only. And I'm like, well, why haven't I ever heard that music in the game? And that's why. That's why I never hear it in the game, is because it's only on creative mode. And I was never told such a thing until recently. I recently looked it up and figured it out. That's what looking things up can do for you, is figure things out for you. This is a classic little tune. Not sure what all the tunes are called, but I know that this is a classic one. It's been in Minecraft forever. Maybe even 5 ever. You can hear the lava boiling and bubbling. It's all loud like lava. Oh, diamond. But how many diamond? Is it 1 diamond? Or is it 2? Or is it 3? Or is it 5? It's 5, at least. It's at least 5. But I don't care about picking those up right now. I can pick them up once I have like a Fortune 3 pickaxe. And not a gold one either. A diamond one. I'm not gonna throw out any of my diamond tools, just because I can upgrade them later to become mending tools, so that they can be mended. You could spend diamonds in order to mend a diamond tool, but I'm just like, well, why would you do that? You're just wasting more diamonds. And the more diamonds you have, the more you can show off your wealth later on in the game. That's really what diamonds are for nowadays, is showing off your wealth. Look at how many diamonds I have. Look at all these things, all these deep slate things. These stacks of deep slate. They stack nicely in my deep pocket. My deep pocket for my deep slate. I have a deep plate for my deep slate in my deep pocket. I'm gonna finish off this one layer, and then I'm gonna go back up to the upside, to the normal world. Instead of the mining world, it's the normal world. And then I'm gonna beautify. You know that big YouTuber, Mr. Beast? He once held this contest on this app that you could get on your phone. And he held it all across America, where you just had to hold your finger on this app for a really long time. And if you did it long enough, then you got the big prize at the end, the big money prize. And then he did it again, and that time I actually competed in it. On my phone. And I got pretty far too. I got like 500 in first place. And there were like thousands and upon thousands of people in there. There were like 2 times I ridiculously let my finger slip. And then the last time I was just way too tired. I pretty much fell asleep and lost. But I think that Mr. Beast should bring that back so that normal people like me could win. Let me win the Mr. Beast competition. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Let normal people win. I'm gonna fill up this last stack and then head up because I want to, because that's more satisfactory to me. You know, like the game Satisfactory. That's a game. It's real. It's a real game about building factories that are satisfactory to you. Look at that outside. Look at that night outside. Where's my food stuff? I need my food stuff. Give me that food stuff for feeding cows. It's a food for cows. Gotta feed your cows so that you can get infinite experience. And with that infinite experience, you can then rule the world, I guess. Like Ren and Stimpy, you can rule the world. Every Saturday night, every Sunday night, every Sunday morning, and Saturday night. Is that all the experience you have to give me? Cows? Moo? Is that your best response, cow? Moo? It appears to be. Let's just do this. There. Look at all that wheat that I did not grow myself. I grew some of it myself, just not all of it. How naughty. How naughty of me. To have wheat that I did not grow. So I now need some jack-o'-lanterns. And some tiles. I need lots of tiles. Some of those tiles. Tile slabs to be particular, to be in particular, to be particulate. I need to be more articulate on my particulates. I am being particulate. So that there, and then polished deep slate there. See, there's a little effect there, an effect thing going, an aesthetic effect. And then some fences. Where'd my pumpkins go? Give me my pumpkins. See, fences. Don't put it on the end because that'll just look ugly and you'll regret it. You'll regret your entire life. You'll regret at least half of your life choices. But look at that. Look at all that. That's how we'll light up the entire hallway. Or how I'll light it up. I will light it up. You won't. I will. Because I'm the player. I'm the one who's playing. So this floor will eventually be all logs, a whole log floor. So I'm not going to dig that up for a while. But I can dig up the walls, because those will be something different. These walls, the ceiling in particular, will be a skylight. Because enchanting things under the moonlight and under the skylight seems like a thing to do. Like, the knowledge is all about understanding the cosmos, so having the cosmos right above you is like, of course, that's what you would do. You would have the cosmos there. Because that is what you are trying to study, is the cosmos. The cosmos. It will be an all-glass ceiling, but not all glass. It'll be a pattern. It'll be a somewhat glass ceiling. And then this wall right here will be a window. A window wall, if you will. If you will, window wall. If you will have a window wall. And then have this go 2 lower. 2 deeper. What am I doing with my shovel? I don't know. I don't know. Making this all, what's it called? Chiseled. Because we're never gonna see what's back there. And then I won't make all this chiseled just because it links to another room. And then that wall will have to be fancier. This wall will have to be fancier. Fancier. Like the concierge. It's the fancier. That's the ceiling is seemingly 1 block higher. So that's fine. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. We can deal with that. I can deal with that. Can you deal with that? Can you? Can you really? Eventually I'll dig out this mountain a lot more than it is dug out at this moment in time. Look at those phantoms. Flying around, being all useless and smelly. So wall goes to there. And then all of this. Oh no, where did I put that? Where did I put the chiseled? No! No! Life ruined. Put the chiseled all the way across the sky, like a double rainbow. That goes all the way across the sky, like a double rainbow. I like infinite loop sentences. Sentences that have an infinite loop in them. Sentences that loop infinitely, that have an infinite loop in them. That seems right. That does seem correct. I'm just thinking in on it. These will also be walls. And then up there we're gonna put bookshelves to like signify that this is indeed a library room. And we'll need 6 bookshelves. Or 9, perhaps 9 bookshelves. I think I will make it 9 bookshelves. Just because I can do that. And I will because I can, and I can because I will. Make that a pattern thing. But I just copied that wall without knowing it. I wasn't even thinking about that. About copying that wall. I guess my mind works in very similar ways as to how my mind works. Which is exactly this way, apparently. I just got a buzz on my phone. Did you hear it? Did you hear the buzz? Because the microphone is on my desk. It is standing on my desk. So you could have heard the buzz. Because my phone is on my desk, like my microphone is on my desk. So you could have heard the buzz. I won't do infinite loops forever. Infinite sentence loops. But I will for a while, but not forever. But I will for a while, but not forever. Sand, glass. Glass, sand. What if sand were made of glass instead? Like you would have to get lots of glass together in order to make a little bit of sand. There's an Enderman in here. I heard him. Where is he? Where's my Enderman? Building all of this into a mountain and then having to dig it out later is kind of like making our own ancient civilization that got buried underground at some point for one reason or another. You know, because if I go out there right now, then I can see this civilization peeking out from the bowels of the earth, the poop sphincter of the earth. The poopy goopy of the earth. You know, the bowels of the earth sounds all fun and neat until you think about what bowels actually are. Bowels are where the poopy goes. So that's that side. Pretty much that side. And then we'll have lots of logs in the floor. Lots of floor logs, not poopy logs, floor logs. And then some sort of thing to go there. I'll decide on that when the rest of the floor is done. And then bookshelves up there. And Then over here we'll have tons of lodestones instead of bookshelves. It'll be lodestones. And then we make the ceiling as tall as the ceiling typically is. So how far does it go? This is like 1, and then there's 5 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I can count. I have that ability. I have the ability to count things. As I have proved here today to you person, who can also count with their mind and also mouth. You can count with your mouth and fingers. Count with mouth, fingers, and mind. And then you will be unstoppable in your counting potential. And then you can be accounting. You can be an accountant. With how much you can count. Don't knock your torches around. What did I do over here? I did that. That's what I did. Ta-da. Big circulator. Do you like my circulator? I will probably finish this side after a little while. After I get my enchantments. Ow. Why? Why do you hurt me? Why do you hurt me so? Why do you hurt me so? So. Give me more wheat. I need all the wheat I can get. For cows. Wheat for cows. Food for cows. Food for thought? Now, no. For cows. No food goes for thought around here. I could also expand my carrot things. Get us a little closer to making that village thing, that villager thing. Which I could probably make right now, with the resources I have. But I do need to get a sheep pen going, so I can make tons of beds. Because those villagers require so many beds. It is ridiculous. It is highly ridiculous and irregular and ridiculous too. It's as if they all want a bed to sleep in or something. That one was not fully grown. Ta-da! That's most of the field. Most of the Garfield. Most of the Andrew Garfield. I should do some landscaping while I'm at it. Pumpkins. No more pumpkins. No more kin of the pumpkin. No more children of the pumpkin. So keep a bit of wheat on me. And then tons of dirt. And we can fill in some land. Like this. We should not leave things floating like this. Unless if it's like intentionally a floating island, we should not leave things floating like they're an island when they're not an island. On this bit of land, we can make the sheep pen. I can make it. Me. The person playing. And if you were playing, then you could make it, but you're not, so haha. Why aren't you playing the game? Why are you watching me play the game? You should go play the game instead. This is me subtly manipulating you to leave and play Minecraft, play the game, spend money on Minecraft. But only once, only buy the game once, and then don't spend money on any microtransactions, because those stink. Microtransactions stink. And the Bedrock edition is plagued with microtransactions everywhere. So just so you know, whenever you see something in Minecraft that you have to buy with real money, don't use real money. You can just make it in Minecraft for cheaper. Well, actually for $0, which is infinitely cheaper. You see a Bart Simpson skin that you can buy in that Minecraft store? Well, why not just make a Bart Simpson skin or download one offline? Online, from the online. Only got 4 more stacks here. I'm running so low, what will I ever do? Only 4 stacks, what will I do? How fast can I go without messing up? While also placing it, because sometimes I'm clicking but I'm not placing. And then that slows you down more than misplacing it. That's probably not true actually, now that I think about it. You know, your parents teach you to think before you speak, but then you don't think, and you speak anyway. So what's up with that? Must we go against our parents in every aspect of life? Yes. Yes, we must. That's how we think. That's how the children think. That's how we think, because we're the children. We're the children of tomorrow and of today. Rebellion is in our blood. And maybe rebellion should not be in our blood. Maybe rebellion is a bad thing overall. Unless if it's like against a really oppressive person, you know? Someone super oppressive. Like that World War II guy. You know, Hitler, that was the guy. I'm not afraid to say his name. He was a lame-o, a massive lame-o. Who killed a lot of people for no good reason. But anyway, don't kill people. And if you do, have a reason behind it. And if you do have a reason behind it, have a better reason behind it than that guy had. Or better yet, just don't kill anyone. That's the real moral. I'm gonna maybe expand this map, because if I can expand the map, then I can maybe find the types of trees that I want. This floor will also be all wood floor. Eventually, at some point eventually. At some point in time eventually point. Point at time at point. Oh man, I got the blocks wrong. How could I have gotten the block placement wrong? What will I ever do about digging out the wrong block? What will I ever do? How foolish of me. How completely foolish of me. How could I have done such a thing? How so? How so? We have no more meat. That was all the meat. So I need more meat in my system of things that I cook. My cooking system, if you will. I also need more of this. So let's see. I need 9 of those, so 9 times 3 is 27. So I actually have the correct amount for these bookshelves. These bookshelves. But then I need more. I need more leather. See, look at that thing. Look at it. I'm shoving your face towards it so you may look at it. I need the axe. I need to ask you a question. That's bad. That's a bad pronunciation of words. They say you can't pronunciate things poorly, but then you pronunciate things like that. And it's like, yes, you can. You absolutely can. I forgot to put this stuff in the oven, and I must do that. That's the whole reason I came towards here. That's a blast furnace. That is a blast furnace. That's a blast furnace. So get some of that wood in here. Ta-da! That's one of those things done. And then more wood. Must get more wood. Must remind myself of what I'm doing, and then get more wood. I have a mouse that has like 2 additional buttons on it. So whenever I have to swap hands, swap items in each hand, I use one of those keys to do it instead of the F key, because it's more natural. It's always on my thumb, and that way I don't have to move my hands around that much. You know what I mean, do you know what I mean? You might not know what I mean. And what if you don't? What does that say? Who says what that says, and who doesn't say what that says? Here we have huge big trees that are ugly and stupid. They just go up and up and up forever. And their branches go out. And it's like, where do they end? Where do they end? Let them end, please. Please let them end. I hate having to deal with huge big trees like this. Because of the zigzaggy patterns of their branches. Is that as far as that goes? It seems to be, but who knows? Who knows with a big zigzaggy tree like this? Hopefully that's all the logs up there. We're about to find out. I'm about to find out, and you're about to watch me find out. Unless you leave. You could always leave. And then you'd never find out that it wasn't. There's also a solid one in here. This better be the last of it. The last of us. The last of me meeting you up there. You can come down now, trees. You phantom, come at me now. Come die now, no, don't burn up. Foolish phantom. He burns like a phantom does. Like a foolish phantom who burns like a phantom does. Is there another log up there? There is not another log up there, as far as I can see, as far as the eye can see. And I am the I am the me. So right, we have wood for the sheep pen. We have wood for getting more wood stuff. And with the sheep pen, we can make the villager thing. We'll need 8 of these for more maps to be placed. That's a whole 64. This resource cost stuff really adds up. How many more sticks will you give me? I need more sticks because that's how you make fences, is with sticks. And stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's where my mind went. Why did my mind go there? You'll never know. Will I ever know? Maybe. I might know one day. 70 years from now. Must replant all the trees. This is my team for trees. Like the Mr. Beast guy. See, I tied it all back. I tied it all back together in a bow. In a nice little neat bow. For neat people. A neat bow for neat people. The kind of bow you wear on your head. Where else could you wear a bow instead of your head? You could like wrap it around different appendages and see which appendage feels best with a bow around it. I suppose. Cow, must feed cow, must get experience. Give me your XP. Let me mind meld with you cows so I can feed you easier. And so that I can make more cows. Push all of you cows together to make more cows. I'm the cow man. The man of cow. I already have 2 oak fences for whatever reason. I guess because I made those fences at some point. But I will need much more fence. And also fences. Is that how you make it? That is how you make it. Gotta get at least 8 in there. That's 26 fences. And then we'll see just how far those can take us. Can it take us the distance? Look at this huge plot of land, and yet I'm planning to make it even huger. Make it like 8 across. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, make it 1 shorter on that side for aesthetic purposes. Aesthetic, meaning it looks nice. But wait, I have 2 more. So I can make it look... I can make it fully circular. Fully cubical, you could even say, because it's a cube. It's a Minecraft cube. For Minecraft people. And now it's the last part of it, which is finding sheep. Where is the sheep? Where is the sheep, man? Where is it, man? Where's the sheep? Where is it, man? Where's the sheep? We need 2 sheep of the same color. It does not matter what color they are. There's a wolf, and wolves eat sheeps. There's a sheeps without wolves around it. There's a duck, or rather chicken, and one of the new egg types. They're pretty much just all the same eggs, but they look different. They're all chicken eggs, but some of them just look different for aesthetic purposes. 3 differently colored sheep in a row. I need all the same sheep. Because I need to make beds. And I need... beds can only be the same color. Like, you cannot put in 3 different wools and make a bed out of 3 different wool. Oh, wandering trader right over there. Why is he there and not in my little place I set up? What an odd man he is. What an odd man. I suppose I could have differently colored sheep in my sheep pen, and then just hope that some of them breed together to make the same color. Or something. Or have just rainbow colors going on all over the place. Eventually I'll get all 16 colors of sheep for a big sheep machine. A sheep shearing machine, if you will. A sheep shearing machine for shearing sheep. Get over here. Let your AI come to me. Do not wander off. Let your AI come to me. Come to me, sheep. Come to me. Whoa-ho-ho. There was another village, like, all the way over there. I wonder how many villages there are around here. My map, not our map, my map will be able to show me just how many villages are within several chunks of here. Several huge big chunks. And not like puke, not like puke chunks. Like Minecraft chunks. Look at the weird ways they move. What odd fellows they are. What completely odd fellows. Get over here. Get over here. Come on, get over here. Come on, get over here. Come on, get over here. I know where you want to go. If I breed the white and the black together, then that will make a third brown sheep. So that will be good and prosperous for me. But that's not the same brown as that one. It's maddening. It's maddening, I tell you. I guess I can just shear the same sheep over and over again. We must become sheep shearers, for sure. Becoming sheep shearers, for sure. Shearing sheep, for sure. That can be the name of the episode title. The title of the episode name. Or is it a part, or is it an episode? What's the difference between a part and an episode? Is it just a name thing? Just a thing of the name? This is gonna get burnt up. This is. That wood right there. That I pointed to with my mouse cursor. That you could see. You could see it being pointed to with my mouse cursor. That you could see. Smelting things is a good way to get lots of experience. So I could smelt a lot of stone, I suppose. And I would need smooth stone at some point, just for aesthetic purposes, for making things aesthetically pleasing to the eye, to the me, to the eye. Because I am the me, and I am the I. So, we need another cartography table, just so that we can take one with us. So that I can take one with me. And then maps. We need lots of maps, which means redstone and iron. And then lodestones for up there. I'm going to make those lodestones. But for those you need some of this. This is how you make lodestones. People persons. And that wasn't even enough lodestones. Used to, you needed, like, netherite to make a lodestone, but then they were like, wait a minute, that's way too expensive. What were we thinking? And now it's just made out of iron, just like everything else is made out of iron. That's a nice little weird noise that they make. That's very creepy and weird. So, compasses. Gonna need 8 more of them. And then turn them all into paper. So, iron goes back, redstone goes back, and then this is all we need to explore the entire planet. I'm being dramatical. On purpose, for fun. Fun dramatical. So now we just go to the edge, pretty much the edges of this map, and then we make another map. And then we follow that map to all of its edges. Stinking phantoms. Why do they have to be around at all? So that's right, yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah. That is right, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get rid of the phantoms. I wasn't wanting to sleep because I wanted to use all the time in the day, but if these phantoms are following me, not us, me, then I just don't want them around. I want them dead and gone. Like a cruel person. Like a very cruel person. So this one. Paper. Then we can store that map away. And here we go, the grand epic journey of figuring out what's out there in the world, in the planet, in the world's planet. And also killing this creeper. Because I saw him with the corner of my eye. Because eyes have corners like that. Isn't that a weird phrase? People say out of the corner of your eye, but eyes don't have corners. Eyes are very well rounded, I will have you know. But everyone says it, out of the corner of my eye. But eyes don't have corners. They just don't. It's rounded. It's a rounded eye. Maybe there's some species out there that has a squarical eye, but we don't have squarical eyes. We have very roundical eyes. A lot of this land is just gonna be jungle land, I feel like. But who knows? Maybe there's something beyond the jungle land. I've never liked the birch trees that much. They're just a bit too light colored. It's neat that they grow all tall, but they're very light colored. And I want darker woods as part of my builds. I like the darker woods better. And those are typically in colder climates, but we've spawned in an icy climate, or rather not icy. We spawned in a warmer climate. The opposite of a cold climate, you could say. Which is odd because in most of my other worlds recently, I've been spawning in cold climates. But not this one. This one is a warm one. Look at all those knocked over trees. Those are like a recent update thing. In one of the recent updates. I think it was 1.4 that put them in. It's odd. They've been making bigger updates out of smaller updates. Like instead of having the big number updates where they add in tons of things, they've been adding in lots of small things into the smaller updates. Which used to be just, this is a performance-based update. We're adding things that get rid of glitches and all that. Like the 1.0.1 things, those used to be just like glitches they got rid of. But now they're making those the more regular updates. More regular big updates. Like the new ghast that they added in. The friendly ghast. That could have been its own whole 1.22 update. But they added it in a smaller update, which is odd. Which means that they'll like further divide players between each version of the smaller updates. You know? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you not know what I mean? Am I confusing you? It's neat that they are adding more stuff into Minecraft, but it would be neater if they just, like, updated the parts of the game that mattered. Like, adding in this friendly ghast thing is okay, but we already had plenty of methods of building things that were high up before. So why not add stuff that actually affects the progression of the game and how it's played? Make some bigger updates that could make the game more funner. Or even more fun. You could say it that way too. You know, the right way. Apparently these guys just... cute little animations. Apparently they will just roll up into their ball whenever you try to hurt them, so you can't really hurt them. Not like you would want to. Oh look, armadillo scute. You can make wolf armor with those. So I guess eventually I'll want to get the armadillos in my base. A big armadillo pin for wolf armor. Because that's its own whole row of achievements, is getting some wolf armor and then getting like several different trimmings for it, I think. Actually, I can look at it now. Now that I think about it. Wolf armor. Fully repair damaged wolf armor using armadillo scutes. What do you mean fully repair? Like, can it get damaged but not broken? Like the elytra? Is that what you mean? Like, get it damaged but not broken? I'm not sure what that means. I'll have to look it up at some point. Because most armor and tools can get completely broken. But there are like a couple that don't. Or rather, there's one that doesn't. And it's the elytra. 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 So that's it for that map. Now we go over to this side. And this will be its own map too. Another map, you could say. A secondary third map. There's the map for you. It's very mapular. Where's that line on there? There's like a tree just in the water because of how natural generation works. So we're on the top of the map. So we'll go this way. I will go this way. You will watch me go this way. If you want to stay around. There's another village over there. That's a village roof. If I've ever seen one. So there's like tons of villages all around us, it would seem. So there's one way over there, there's one there, and there's one over there, right next to the base. That's somehow in a sand biome, both small enough to not be that big, and big enough to have a village in it. And also next to like a coral reef in a tiny little lake. One of the oddest sights I've ever seen in Minecraft. In my Minecraft. What's the oddest sight that you have seen in your Minecraft? Ooh, we have cherry blossom trees. I might have seen those before, but I'm gonna get them because they're neat. And when they're not stripped, then they're like dark enough to be good for my liking. Because I like the darker woods, as I've established already. And then when you do strip them, then they're like very light logs. What I really like is the newer pale oak logs. The ones that look like they're in, like they have a black and white filter applied to them. I really like those pale oak logs. That was a pig. It was a pig noise. It wasn't me. It was a pig. I'm not a pig. He is. I'm gonna get that sapling, get that cherry tree sapling, and then I'm gonna leave the exploration for another day, because we're at that time again. We hit the time, the magical 1 hour time that I must hit almost every time. 1 hour just seems like an okay amount of time to play a game. It lets you see some, it lets you see some progress in the day, a good amount of progress. That's why I like making them 1 hour long. So we don't die, but we get the sapling. Does that plan sound okay to you? We should be able to jump over here. Should be able to. Yes. And did be able to. Should and did. One is good, but multiple is better. Look at how pretty this little landscape is up here. And then I will just leave myself up here for the future me, the me of part 13, to deal with. It's like a prank. I'm pranking my future self by putting myself in a poorer position right now. But I will put myself in a position where I won't just die. Because there's creatures about. So this will be my platform. The platform on which I will start the next part of my Minecraft. Not your Minecraft, mine. Farewell, every people and person and human who is there.